Popcorn World. Popcorn World. Yeah. Can I make you groove now? Yes, I can. So you can get this groove in a bag of a can. I can make it round the world when it holds in your hand. Popcorn World. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. I said popcorn make you smile. Ah. Popcorn World. Popcorn World. Popcorn World. Popcorn World. The Popcorn World.
Now it's time for Believe in the ACC with our starting lineup. From Florida State, number 17, Charlie Ward. From Morehead State University, number 50, Lloyd Spence. And from Murray State University, number 2, Kendrick Haskins. Get ready for the best sports show about the ACC in all the land. Believe in the ACC starts now.
Yes, sir. Lloyd Spence in the building. Kendrick Haskins in the building. In the flesh, in the house.
What's up, Bruce?
It's raining here, man.
It's been raining here for a couple days.
It is raining. I ain't talking about the drizzle kind.
If it's storming there, most likely it's going to be here either later today or tomorrow.
We are connected in that way, aren't we? Like it seems like whatever we have, we just pass that to y'all and vice versa. But yeah, it's coming down. It's coming down. So it is what it is. But we're drying here, and that makes us feel good enough to do a show.
Hey, look,
Haskins.
That's the best part of moving from football to basketball season. Basketball's indoors.
It's indoors. It's warm. It's nice. The cookies come out warm at halftime. I mean, what are we talking about right now?
Right?
I'm just saying. That is Kendrick Haskins. This is Lloyd Spence. This is Believe in the ACC. At least that's what the title says in this studio that we're in right now. So there you go. And these days, that's what I follow. I just follow the studio title because when you have multiple shows, that's what you do. You just follow the studio title. They keep trying to give me a Thanksgiving pack. I'm not prepared for that yet.
I'm not either, even though we're a week away from it.
Right. Although we probably won't do a show on Thanksgiving because it's Thanksgiving and that's weird.
That's no problem.
Not doing that. I got news for you all. We might not do a show next week, period. Like, y'all might be out of luck for real.
Yeah.
Mama got to have a life too now. That's what they say. But we're here right now, and we're going to give y'all what we give you. And so we're going to work.
That is our all.
That is our all. Now, once we show up, it's game time. Right? It is game time. And today, I don't know if y'all going to love some of the things I say, especially if you're in the Louisville area. But I also don't know if I'm wrong. I'm saying. That's why I wore my Louisville hat temporarily in solidarity because I'm going to switch out once I've made my statement But this is a family meeting. We just gonna have a family meeting when it comes to certain things. So let's talk about the good stuff first, and then we'll get to the bad, not so good stuff. Right now, ACC basketball is squarely in the top 10. Notice I said ACC basketball and not just Duke basketball.
Right.
Everybody up in the top 10 right now. We got 4 in the top 25. Duke is in the top, is number 4. Louisville's number 6. UNC number 19. And NC State is currently number 25. So we're here. We've made an announcement. We're here. And by the way, legitimately here.
Mm-hmm.
All 4 of those teams right now have looked good.
It's not too many teams that have better wins than Duke and U of L and Louisville so far.
I'm just saying.
Alabama does. Alabama's up there. Alabama has 2 of those with St. John's and their win last night over Illinois.
Alabama appears to be the real thing. So everybody just, let your antennas go up when you hear the name Alabama come across your airwaves. They appear to be the real thing. But
LeBaron's five line last night was fantastic for Alabama down the stretch.
Really?
Yes.
Took it over. I didn't get to see that one.
He took over the game. Had some defensive lapses, but on offense, he was amazing.
That seems to be the theme of all the good teams right now. They have at least one player who can take that game over. For Louisville, it's Mikael Brown. For Alabama, what's his name again, young man?
LeBaron Fireline.
How do I not know that? LeBaron Popcorn World. I got it now. LeBaron Fireline. For Duke, it's Cameron Boozer. For UNC, it's the what's his name? Caleb. Is his name?
Yeah.
Caleb Johnson, I think is his name.
Yeah. Yeah.
They keep a Caleb on that roster. Is it mandatory that they keep a Caleb on that roster?
The freshman for Kansas, who's amazing. So,
yeah. It's
this year's draft class is going to be something else.
Hey, listen. Let me just tell you. At some point this year in the NBA, you might see a lot more injuries even than you're seeing right now, because there might be some legitimate, I ain't gonna say franchise changers, but franchise impactors. Like maybe there's a couple of changes. Maybe there's a couple of changes that we don't expect, but for sure, there's some guys coming in that you can plug in right now, and they would have impact on that franchise. Like right now. So this draft is going to be pretty nice. And by the way, that's men and women's. This draft is going to be nice. Nice.
This season in college basketball is going to be fun. I mean, because we're getting marquee
100%.
games just every night. We saw Arizona beat UConn last night.
Yeah.
Alabama beat Illinois. You already had Kentucky, Louisville. You had Kansas, Michigan, Kansas, Duke, Michigan State, Kentucky. I mean, we've already had some marquee matchups to open the season. So this is going to be a very exciting college basketball year.
The coach at UConn felt the way about.
Shocking.
Yeah.
Caleb Wilson is the name you were looking for.
Wilson. I was saying Williams, but it's Wilson.
Currently averaging 20 points and 10 rebounds a night and 2 steals.
I'm just saying. ACC basketball at the top is going to be pretty must-see TV. It's going to be nice to watch.
And we'll get there.
About that.
We're getting there. We're getting there. We're still in football season, so bear with us.
There yet. Right now, we got to have a family meeting. And if you're not, if you're watching this and you are not a Louisville fan, but you are an ACC fan, if you want to get something to drink, grab a quick, sausage and a biscuit or whatever from the kitchen.
Ooh,
that's fine. Good. I know. I think I'm gonna tell my wife. If you don't mind. If you don't mind. I don't. I'm gonna make a statement, and I'll take the lead on it first, because I don't have to see him as soon as you're gonna have to see him. But I don't know if I'm wrong in that. Much in the way that Penn State had we can't get over the hump because we can't beat the good team problem. And I'm going to say it this way because I think it's the more accurate way to say it. Jeff Brom has we can't get over the hump because I can't coach my guys to handle success problem. And I know that's
It's accurate. It's accurate.
I'm not even trying to throw shade at the brother because I like Jeff a lot. I think Jeff is one of the better coaches in college football. I've picked Jeff every week, but for some reason, when his teams are successful, or when they're not the quote-unquote underdog, when they are the front runner, they are very much hare and not tortoise.
Yeah.
It's weird because I don't understand that. And by the way, if you look at the history of his coaching, it appears that's who he is. And I think that in my humble opinion, that's a look in the mirror moment. This is the man. If it wasn't for the returning Billboard star Michael Jackson saying, "If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself." You got to take a look at yourself first. And the only common denominator of why Purdue can beat Ohio State but not Northwestern, why Louisville can beat Miami, who is a legitimate playoff team, but can't beat California
At home
or Clemson. And by the way, this ain't your mama's Clemson. This ain't even our Clemson. The Clemson of our lifetime. This is a very beatable team on Friday. Very beatable. And by the way, gave Louisville plenty of opportunities to win that game.
Yep.
And now, a lot of us, it's a family meeting, I can't say you, it's us, are going to try to lay this at the feet of Miller Moss. And hey, rightfully so. I think Miller Moss could hold on to his fair share of blame. However, in the Miami game, we saw reverses. We saw quarterback throws. Colin Lacey has 2 touchdowns on the season? Throwing touchdowns on the season. There were adjustments made. My point is,
well, the touchdown in the Clemson game was a reverse to where Colin Lacey threw the touchdown pass.
Okay. So I'm saying, my point is, you coached your way out of whatever you think Miller Moss is. Why haven't we done that? Because despite how bad the season looked on Friday, there was still maybe a more than legit path going into Friday to a playoff or ACC. Now, our ACC was a little bit stretch, but you could make a claim that you have had the best 2-loss team. And by the way, I'll say this also. I still think, despite all that has happened, the best on paper, top to bottom team in the conference is still Louisville, in my humble opinion. And that's crazy to say that with 3 losses. But the 3 losses are by 5 points.
Right.
Not a piece, total. So it doesn't make sense. And I just think that's, am I way off, Kendrick? Like, I just feel like at some point you got to look in the mirror and say, what am I doing wrong in these games where I can't get my guys to be as up for California and locked in for California? And by my guys, I don't mean just the players, coaches, everything. What are we doing wrong that we're not as locked in a California Clemson game as we were in a Miami game or Pitt or whatever those games? Because Pitt and Miami, they're right there.
Well, in Pitt's defense, they made the quarterback change after the Louisville game. And Louisville got down 17-0 in that game, I think. And they came back to win. Dominated.
100% sure we beat them right now.
Right. I don't think they do.
Yeah.
But I don't know, because there's only so many reverses and trick plays you can run in a game to, so at some point you have to just play straight up football. And the problem is like, they don't go downfield at all. I don't know if they're not calling those plays. I don't know if Miller Moss just doesn't trust the offensive line to hold up long enough for him to look deep, or if the offensive line's not holding up long. I don't know what it is. but I do know that they don't throw the ball down the field, and that's an issue.
To who will
And
be probably a first-round draft pick wide receiver in Chris Bell. Probably.
Yeah. And in his defense, I mean, obviously defenses have adjusted to
100%.
what he does.
100%.
And so, but still, he's a guy that you can get. You got to take your chances with him, and that he's going to beat beat who's in front of him. And so, he's hardly getting the ball. Colin Lacey's hardly gotten the ball all season. I don't know. I mean, they're running the ball well. They're rushing even with Isaac out. I mean, Keywan has been.
He was great.
Keywan Brown's been rushing for over 100 yards every game, and Duke Watson's back, but I mean he's still not 100%. But he's contributing. Right. But I mean, it's Keywan that's carrying the ball, and so you can run the ball, but Jeff offense is built on balance, and they're not balanced whatsoever.
They're not.
I don't know how much of that is Miller Moss or not, but I do. And like, you know how fans are. They're calling for Miller Moss's head. They want somebody else in there. And so I don't know. I usually just defer to the coach because he's the one that sees these quarterbacks every day in practice. So if he feels like Miller Moss is his best chance to win, and you just got to go with what he believes. But I mean, at this point though, with the ACC off the table, the playoff off the table, why not throw somebody else in?
Right, at this point it doesn't matter. Like you not doing anything by making a switch. But
only thing I can understand, not just because you don't want to do it on the road at SMU, but why not?
I mean, I put it to you like this. I might pull a Nick Saban if it's looking crazy at halftime, but we're still in reach.
Yeah.
Like, you got to do something. I just think it just doesn't make a lot of sense that we're here. And that because 5 points, man, especially when, again, the teams you're losing to are teams that have not played well. Like Clemson wasn't great on Friday. They were okay. But they weren't great at all. There was nothing they were doing.
And not to lay it all at Miller Boss, because U of L commits dumb penalties.
That is also true.
On the drive, they had the one drive late. I can't remember if it was the second to last drive. I think it was the last drive. I can't remember for the first Smith's field goal or the second. But they get an unsportsmanlike conduct because their offensive lineman pushes one of Clemson's defensive linemen.
That was so stupid.
Now, granted, the Clemson defensive lineman flopped. I mean, he obviously did. But
he did his job.
Yeah, and you can't do that, especially at that point in the game. It's just like, what's going through your head at that point? And like they've made stupid penalties like that all season, and so that's as bad as Miller Moss has played. They were still in that game if they don't commit stupid penalties towards the end of the game. So it's more than just Miller Moss.
But that goes back to I'm sorry, and that goes back to I don't say and that goes back to what I'm saying. Why is there not an attention to detail? Why are there not coaches saying in the ears of these young men before they go back on the field, don't get baited, no stupid penalties, no jumping off sides, stay disciplined, do the little things. That's an easy message. That's an easy message, and that's coaching. That's coaching.
And listen, they get those. I mean, because if it's not unsportsmanlike, they do. They'll get a false start. They'll get a hold, and it's just
untimely dumb stuff. Yeah, untimely dumb stuff.
And the funny and the crazy thing is, which we didn't see coming into the season, this defense has balled. Louisville's defense has been phenomenal most of the season.
If you go back and look at the scores, this is a team. The defense has essentially done its job. They've essentially done their job.
Well, look in this game. This game, for example, I mean, that score, that 20-19 was that score for a long. Louisville got 3 possessions down 20-19, which means they gave the ball up and the defense held to give them a chance to win it 3 times.
They have not surrendered a 30-loss game to anyone.
30 loss or 30-point?
30-point game except for Virginia, and that was in overtime.
Yeah.
In regular play, they've not surrendered a 30-point game to anyone. That's
Right.
why. That's a defense doing their job. And
Yeah.
by the way, two of the games were OTs, right? The Virginia game was OT.
Virginia was OT and
California was OT.
Now the California
Clemson
game, the defense was suspect.
For a while, for a little bit, yeah. But even with all of that happening, Louisville still should have won that game. And I mean, it's a total team thing. And when it's total team and under 5 points, you have to lay you have to lay that all at the feet of the coach and say, why are we not? And then if this was just a one-off, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. But this is like a career. This is a career now. At this point, it's a pattern of career. Same thing. So if I'm gonna be hard on James Franklin, I had this coming to Jesus meeting first with myself. I said, you be coming for James Franklin. And we're gonna get to James Franklin here in just a minute. So if you go come for James Franklin, you gotta come for your own. Mm-hmm. And Jeff is kind of dropped the ball in this area. And it's a pattern. And so I think going into this offseason, that's something Jeff got to take a hard look at and say, what am I not doing that the attention to detail, because it's crazy, in that Miami game, the attention to detail, you could see it, especially in the defensive passing game. They knew, it's almost like they knew where Beck was, how his pattern of thinking was. Those DBs were so locked in. Why weren't they that locked in that California game? Because is that freshman that much better than Beck? Possibly, but I doubt it.
Right.
So
yeah, I don't know. It's a weird thing. It's like it's hard for you to gauge what they're gonna be from week, because I have no problems with them. No problems picking Louisville to win big games.
Right.
It's every other game that you worry about.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm off my soapbox now, so now I can debut the hat I really want to debut, which is my new Jackie. You like my Jackie? Is that
nice.
doing it? That's what I'm saying. I'm a hat guy.
That's
I have
nice.
to bring out my Jackie. Coach Julia, do you like my Jackie?
I can't see it.
You can't see it? Let me see if I can get in there a little bit so you can see a little bit there. In Dodger white and blue.
Giants
Coach
hat?
is,
No, it's a Jackie Robinson hat.
for those who aren't watching, Coach is on his phone, so it's kind of hard for him to look at.
Right. Yeah. We're not gonna hold him. Yeah, we're not gonna hold him to,
I'll take it that is a nice hat since you.
I will hit.
It is a nice hat.
I'll hit the group chat with the hat at some point. So there you go. But I'm trying to bring my hat game up. Kendrick is shirts, for me is hats. I'm trying to give y'all these amazing looking hats that's week in and week out. So there you go. All right.
I love our weekly tour of Tallahassee.
Oh, listen, I love it as well. And speaking of Tallahassee, let's put another smile on Coach's face as we talk about his Seminoles. The Seminoles were so good this past weekend that it made them hire a new coach. I mean, Virginia Tech hired a new coach. It's like, we can't go on like this. We got to get somebody in here. And so they hired James Franklin. So the new coach at Florida A&M, I'm going to ask him what his thoughts are about the new coach at Virginia Tech, James Franklin.
Well, I think it's a good hire for, I think, both of them. I don't know where I'm. I think it's a good hire for both of them. I think that's his element of building teams back to where they once were in some form or fashion. He did it at Vanderbilt.
Yep.
And had success there. And Penn State thought enough of them to go and clean up the mess that was left. With their program.
To me, that's his greatest contribution. Because if you think about what they were before he got there, people listen. The fact that it's hard to remember what they were before they got there is miraculous, because that is maybe one of the greatest scandals in the history of all sports.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, that's, I mean, for him to go and do what he did there and bring him, kind of reset the expectations over his
100%.
tenure. And he got dinged for his own expectations
Yes.
in some form or fashion. And now that he gets a new start, which I think they'll support him. And it's a place where football. Coach Beamer, you know, brought Virginia Tech to prominence, and so it's the ACC is a winnable league if you have the
Yep.
right coaching and players in the right situation. So I don't see him. I don't see why they couldn't be successful there with him.
I have a question for both of you about this because lately in college football, we are seeing a trend of zero tolerance and zero patience. But it's not necessarily that same thing in college basketball. Like in college basketball, we're seeing a measure of more patience for guys to come in and put their system in, grab their players, do well. Why do you believe that is? Why is that trend going on? Is it just something that everybody's jumping on the bandwagon because of the NIL situation, or what do you think it is that's causing that trend to be what it is right now?
Well,
Well,
football
don't
is the
speak too
moneymaker.
soon.
Yeah, at that point too. But,
I didn't hear what you
but
said, Charlie. I'm sorry.
don't speak
I
too
said
soon.
don't speak too soon.
Well, well also that for
Right,
sure.
because like
Yeah,
I heard a lot of angry fans coming out of Lexington right now. But
really.
oh god, yes. So a part of it too. I mean, college football kind of drives the bus as far as money goes.
Yeah,
It's the moneymaker, and so
yeah.
it's part that it gets more attention because there are fewer games. I mean, it's almost by the end of next week, the college basketball teams have played as many or more games already than college football has already played. So,
Very true. Very
so
true. Very true.
it's more games, so it means just more eyeballs on it, and it's a higher profile thing, and I do think, like you said, Lloyd, it is kind of the trend right now. I, Hopefully it goes back the other way and people get time, and people realize that every now and then you're gonna have a bad season, and so I mean that's just the
Or
way
two.
life works. So hopefully we get back to some kind of normalcy, but I do think that's what it is right now.
And let me say this: I'm part of the problem. I can admit that as a fan and as a journalist, I'm part of the problem because I just came on here and complained about a 7-3 team. I'm part of the problem. I can admit that. I think we all can admit that. When your teams have had success, or when they're having really good seasons in one aspect, but then stupid things in others, you're like, man, maybe we need to get another coach. And you're like, is that really the answer? Like, is that really the
Right?
answer? If this
No,
guy's not performing well?
it's because and Charlie will tell you. I mean, coaches learn lessons too. I mean, you learn and grow through your job as well, and in any form of life. If you stop learning, then what are we doing here?
Well,
And
Charlie's
so,
in that vibe right now. He's literally in that vibe right now.
hey, and Charlie's learning something every day. I guarantee it.
I want to ask Charlie this question.
Yeah.
Charlie, is this is this the most, and I mean this as respectfully as I can muster this question, is this the most losing you've done in your life in early season?
No.
No. Really? Okay.
I've been a part of um, teams. I've coached football teams that didn't win any games, or one game in
Okay.
the whole year. But my whole deal is it's not so much about the wins and losses on the record. It's the impact, and how are we going about that part of it. And I'm grateful, that I've been a part of administrations that see all of that because they understand and know what we're doing and they see progress happening, not just on the court, on the field, but the impact that we're making in young men's lives. And the more support and resources you have for the program, then the expectations, of course, go up. But our expectations are no different than anyone else's when it comes to what we're trying to get accomplished on the court and off the court. So we take pride in what we do. I mean, we show up to work every day, but when we talk about losing, you're essentially talking about the record, but that's not the end all.
Right.
In some cases, that is their end all. But for us, we're learning a lot about our team, about us as coaches, and so all those things, go hand in hand. And the more you pour into your job, the more you pour into the people, and they feel welcome, respected, loved, you'll start to see, the chemistry and all those things happen on the court. So, all my 10 years, we've won, we've lost, but at the end of the day, what are we doing when the people walk out the door? What are we giving them to help them as they walk out the door? And that's coaches included. It's not just the players, but coaches included. Are we making such a big impact on them so as they walk out the door, they're productive citizens to be able to handle all things, because in life you're going to have setbacks. You're not going to always win, and you're not going to always lose in life. But how do you handle each and every situation? And so that's kind of where we talk about where we are now. I mean, we understand where we are. We've been playing quality teams, and
Right.
it's not like we've been playing some slouches of teams, but our guys have risen to the occasion. They've learned a lot. We've learned a lot as coaches that will help us long term.
It really is fascinating to me to watch how I actually enjoy the process of watching teams grow from okay to great. I really enjoy that process because there's such a value, and I think we all know this, having gone through our careers. It's such a value of the every lesson learned as you get to your great, because when you get those, I'm always reminded of the statement that Milton Hershey made years ago, and they asked him, you've been bankrupt 7 times. If you went bankrupt again, do you think you could? How would you handle it? He said, I'd make the money back again. Once you've done this 7 times, you know the path. Like you understand what it takes to get back to where you want to be. And I think I've always loved that quote, because I think that's the key to what's happening when you're building a winning program, or when you're building a winning business, or when you're building a winning career, is that you hopefully are taking the lessons learned and creating better paths of success for yourself, which is why I'm so frustrated with you, Jeff. But you hopefully are learning those lessons, and you're getting strong and better every single time.
Who is Jeff?
Wrong.
Jeff Brom.
Okay.
I was fussing at Jeff this morning, Charlie, just a little bit.
Oh,
But it was a
okay.
love talk. It was a love talk. I just want you to win all the games, not just the big ones. Like win the little ones too. Like, what are we doing?
So they are 7-3, Legend.
Well, but if you heard the rant, like, this isn't a one-off. If this was a one-off, I probably wouldn't have said anything. But like, this is like 5 or 6 years of pattern that you've seen with Jeff, where he'll go beat Ohio State when they're number 1, and then turn around and lose to Northwestern, who's only won 2 games that season. Like, it's a weird pattern, and so you have to, and it's the costing. It's what it cost them that's frustrating to me. 'Cause I'm like, dude, you be right on the doorstep of a national playoff, a national championship with great teams, and it's like you keep fumbling. I don't understand why you keep fumbling.
It's a
How long has he
process.
been there?
It's his
Well,
third
at
year at
Louisville,
Louisville.
this is his third year, but with just in
When he was at
college football,
When he was
he's
at
at Purdue
Purdue,
5 years. What is 5 years at Purdue?
somewhere like that.
Yeah,
He was extremely successful at Western with expectations, and he won big games and small games. So
he won
it
big
has
games
been
and
since he's
small
got
games.
to the Power Four games, conferences.
Yes.
But I don't know. Like I said, it's their problems extend all over the field with problems at quarterback, problems with discipline, and so. But again, like I said, they are 7-3.
Right.
And I mean, easily could finish the season 9-3. So,
which is a good season. Which is
a great season. It's a great season.
Yeah. It's a great season. But I do want to talk about your Seminoles as we're talking about teams who have at least discussed coaching changes. Do you think we can stop that now at Florida State? That Mike Norvell has done enough now to continue to build his program? Or are we still in that window of, nah, son, it's over?
I mean, I don't know anybody that's going to be a better fit to continue.
That's the thing, Charlie. You're so right.
Where it's going to be better if he leaves or if somebody else comes in. I just think they have momentum in recruiting right now. I mean, they're still recruiting and getting commitments, quality players, as we speak.
Yes.
So for them to disrupt that part of it, to hire somebody else and bring in a whole new staff, I don't think financially right now we have the wherewithal to make that a real deal. I know they've done it in the past, but they just built a $138 million investment. They put an investment into the new football-only facility, and they upgraded Doak Campbell. And so they've done it. They put a lot of money in there. So I'm not sure. I know they got money on top of money for some people, but
right.
I'm like, if y'all want to throw whatever the amount is to buy him out, about the contracts, y'all can throw some of that across the tracks. We over here struggling. We over here needing resources, and y'all just throwing money away. But I don't think so.
Tell him, let me hold something.
I think he's going to survive, this year. From inside, outside, people are still wanting him to leave, but of course they're not the ones who are going to be putting up the money to help him leave. So
right.
We always good with spending other people's money for sure.
Yeah. 5-5 with a strong potential to get back to a bowl game this season, and also finish the season relatively strong. So all you can do is
put it in perspective. Really and truly, put it in perspective. This is a team that won 2 games last year. To come back the following, in any other time in football history, a team that went 5-5, won 2 games the year before, came back the next season, beat Alabama, and was on the cusp of being bowl eligible, we'd be talking about giving them a contract extension. It's just the times we live in. Now, granted, the season they had before the 2-win season is kind of plays into it, but still, any other time it's kind of a redemption story whenever you go from winning 2 games to beating Alabama to open the season and going to a bowl game the next year. Well,
and then also you're a one hurt injury quarterback from competing for a national championship just 3 years ago. So what do you want to focus on is really how this is like, and you're evaluating, what are you focusing on? Are you focusing on the development of the program overall, the desire to be the champ each and every year, which is kind of insane if you think about that. There's only going to be one champion and 300 losers. Like if we're not talking about a system that's set up for everybody to have success. Or the ultimate success. That's not how college football works. It's not how any sport works. So I don't know.
Well, I will
me,
say that if FSU was in the SEC, then that would be probably a different story at this point because, of course, everybody feels like they would have more money to be able to do whatever they want, whatever they need to do. But I think Coach Norville, he has such a rapport with administration, with people that they see and value what he brings to the table. And he's just a good guy when it comes to that part of it. Where there's no, I don't say no, but it's hard for you to say, well, let's just do away with him because he is graduating his athletes. He's pouring into them more than just football. And of course, you hope the next year is always better than the year before. But then again, I don't think we have the resources to just bring in a whole new staff at this point. I don't know anything. I don't know anything. I'm not inside, but I just feel like that's the case.
And to put it in even more perspective is something I just looked up. College football has been played for hundreds of years, right? And like some of fans think they have a birthright to a national champion. The team with the most national championships in college football is Yale with 18.
Wow.
And Alabama is second with 16. So in hundreds of years, Alabama, you've won 16. Princeton is 15th, has 15, and they're number 3. Yale and Princeton.
Wow.
Then Notre Dame at 13, and they ain't won a national championship since we was in middle school. So,
right. Right. Wow.
Let's keep this stuff in perspective.
Yeah. Listen, I like Mike Norville as a person, and so it's hard for me to want to throw. And then, Charlie, you may have said the key thing. Where are you gonna go? Like, okay, you get rid of Mike Norville. Who's your successor? Because Lane Kiffin is they're going to just literally give him a Brinks truck and just say, just choose the amount.
They might rename Oxford to Lane Kiffinville.
Lane Kiffinville, right? He's not going right. Unless he's a loon, he's not leaving Ole Miss. I can't imagine. Listen, crazy things happen all the time, and maybe he does leave and go to Florida or
and
somewhere
he does
else.
beat to his own drum.
Right. So he may, cause you would think lessons get learned in life over time, and he's done this before. It has not worked out. So
and he said he's not going to make a decision based on money. He said that.
Well, then what else? Then if that's the case, then what? I don't know. All I know
I don't
is
think he's leaving.
I watched Nick Saban leave Utah and go to Tuscaloosa and spend 20 plus years there happy. And
Saban was in Utah?
Was it Utah?
He went from the
Dolphins.
LSU.
Well, technically yes, but really also was Baton Rouge.
I'm thinking Michigan State to LSU to Miami to Alabama.
Was it Utah at one point?
Talking about Myers.
You're talking about Urban
Was
Meyer.
it Myers? I'm thinking Myers. Okay, Myers. But my point is, it's okay to be king in a place that doesn't look like a great kingdom at first. It's okay. It's okay. You don't have to be in a big city or look historical program.
I mean, Tuscaloosa, the away team has to stay in Birmingham because Tuscaloosa's so small.
That's all I'm saying. It's okay. He has turned that into a destination program. I think Ole Miss is turning into a destination program the longer Lane stays and has success. And I think so many coaches have given up their opportunity to be really, really great, trying to go be great in a great program, which is not always the smartest thing to do. Like Mike Krzyzewski could have gone anywhere at any time, but Duke basketball is great because of him. I'm just saying. Sometimes it's better to just stay and be king where you are.
Mm.
So we'll see how it goes.
It's true.
All right, we'll run through the rest. Notre Dame and Pitt was a great game for like 5 or 10 minutes, and then it wasn't. and
Yeah, it's great until it wasn't.
Right. I fully agree, believe, and we have a Heisman voter on here, that the true best player in college football playing right now is probably Jeremiah Love. But I understand also how the Heisman voting typically works. But I would love to hear, Charlie, your thoughts on Jeremiah Love as a player, as a potential Heisman candidate, and his chances of winning an award that you have already won.
Yeah, I mean he's definitely putting up some good numbers and on a very good team. The move that he made on the spin move for the touchdown was Heisman-esque. I mean I like him. You know, unfortunately, you have quarterbacks in the mix, which their numbers are going to be more than likely better numbers wise, but impact he makes a big impact on their team. So he'll definitely more than likely be in New York, just to diversify the group. But I don't know if he'll win it, with the quarterback from Ohio State and the quarterback from Indiana, being top two. Now, if you're talking about Heisman winners, and the quarterback from Indiana, to me, would be your favorite.
Fernando Mendoza,
Yeah, he's doing more for his team than, Sayin or whatever his name is at Ohio State. Not saying, yeah. I mean, that dude got everybody. I mean, to throw to. Of course, he has to make the throws and what have you.
Right.
But Mendoza he's just off the charts. I mean, he was good at Cal.
Yeah.
He was just at Cal.
Right.
And nobody really got a chance to see him. But, now that he's where he is, and he has Indiana. I mean, literally, we talking about Indiana football as the number 2 team in the country.
Trust me, living this about an hour and a half from Bloomington, it's blowing my mind.
It's to me right now, it's the single best story in college sports. Because how are they doing this? Like, it just, and each week you keep going.
But you know what?
Might be this
Their
good.
successes was skewing all of this.
Oh, listen, let's be, yes. They are a problem for this committee.
Indiana is was skewing all of this stuff.
They are the single greatest.
He went there and won immediately. And so now everybody else thinks he can do it.
They are the single greatest problem of this television show called the College Football Playoffs. Because you've got the blue bloods in there. They're in there. You got your names that are going to draw your ratings.
Even though some of them shouldn't be Notre Dame.
Right. Even though some of them shouldn't be. Right. But they're in there. And then you got right smack dab at the top the reality that one of the games that's going to be broadcast on national TV is going to be from Bloomington, Indiana.
No, they're going to get a bye. They ain't going to be They ain't going to be playing in Bloomington.
Well, the second week they are, aren't they?
No, it's only the first week, so at the home sites. After that, they're at bowl sites.
Yeah.
I thought they played one at their own place.
That's the first
not if you're top 4.
They need to fix that. Because you worked that hard to get the number 1 seed. Why can't I have it in my place? Everybody else got to have their first game at their place.
What are we talking about?
There'll be money in Bloomington.
He talking about the
There'll be somebody
playoffs.
in Bloomington. Okay, all
You've
right.
been to Bloomington.
I have been to Bloomington. I have been. I'm not sure Bloomington
And
can handle a playoff
I'm not
game.
even hating on Bloomington because Bloomington's a beautiful town, but
Love Bloomington.
It's a
They'll
town.
have people there. They'll definitely have people there.
I don't know
There
where
are
they're
people
gonna
there.
stay.
That's all I'm saying.
They gonna be staying here and in Indianapolis.
Absolutely. Miami is still in the mix. They bludgeoned NC State, and I do mean bludgeoned.
NC State continues to be the most confusing team in the country. Well, I can't say that because a lot of the most confusing teams in the country reside in the ACC.
Right in the middle of the ACC. And maybe none more confusing than Georgia Tech and Boston College. Boston College legitimately almost won this game.
You called that.
I said this is the game where and Charlie, you didn't get a chance to hear me last week. I said we were picking the games. I said I could easily see Boston College win this game. Kendrick was confused. I was like, I'm telling you, man, this is the type of game that Boston College will win. They're not supposed to be anywhere near close to winning this game, and they'll turn around and win this game. And it took some last-second heroics for Georgia Tech to win the game. It was crazy, but that's why people aren't taking Georgia Tech seriously, because they're like, y'all. Boston College has one win and no ACC wins, none, and you snuck by them. So.
But you, I mean, these teams they're still teams. I mean, they may not have had the success, but they're playing at home. Boston College is playing at home, and so those things, we're talking about sports. Yes, some games you never know how teams are going to perform. Even though they had won in the games, I mean, they're still competitive and they still have quality players. They just haven't been able to win any games. But and we have sports. Sports is sports. Like you never know.
And that's why we love them.
A bad team's going to show up to play.
And a lot of times well.
You just never know from week to week. And again, Duke, you never know week to week.
We thought, okay, Duke at home, they ought to play very well against Virginia, especially there was a lot of.
We didn't know the quarterback was going to play until the last minute.
Right, whether or not it was Chandler Morris even going to play. He did play. That was the X factor in that game. Chandler played very well considering, all that he was coming off of. I don't think he practiced all week, did he?
Doesn't seem like he did.
Yeah, I don't think he practiced all week, but he was ready.
Well, it looked like he did.
Yeah, he played like he did for sure. And then also in this UNC Wake Forest game, listen, again, another team that they are truly a box of chocolates, and not even the good kind, the kind with the coconut. They are just
coconut and like random raspberry. And
you're like, why is this even here? But
who is
every
that?
now and then they'll do Wake Forest.
Well, both of them.
And by the way, Wake Forest quietly 7-3. I had to look at that twice when I was preparing for the show. Like I thought that record was worse than that, but it's not. 7-3, 4-3 in the ACC.
Yeah, with the win over SMU.
With the win over SMU, so Wake Forest has had a solid season. Yeah. They've had a solid season. So I believe the ACC games were Minnesota and Oregon. Oregon had no problem with Minnesota. I did tell you this was going to happen.
That's why I stayed away from it.
That Navy was going to beat South Florida. I just had a gut feeling, Charlie, that Navy is disciplined enough to beat South Florida because they don't always have the greatest talent, but they are in shape and ready to win a game, and they've had a phenomenal season.
They're good.
They are. This year they are really good.
They're what, like 8-2 or something like that?
I think you're right about that. It's either 2 or 1. They only have one loss. I don't know.
They might,
but they played very well. So they may have knocked South Florida out of the opportunity to
they did.
Yeah, to go to the playoffs. Because I haven't seen their name in any other projections.
Yeah, they're not.
Another great game, Oklahoma, Alabama. man, if John Mateer could have found this earlier, I think he'd be the clear the way Heisman.
If he'd have sat one more week,
If he'd have sat
he
one
came
more
back
week,
too early.
yeah, that Texas game skewed everything. But he's balling right now, and they essentially probably knocked Ty Simpson out for sure. You don't think so?
Ty Simpson or Alabama?
Ty
No,
Simpson
Alabama.
out of the Heisman, right? But Alabama's never out of
Alabama is never out of
like
a
cockroaches in a nuclear storm.
Yeah, they're a beat right there.
It was nuclear last year when they were left out.
Right.
Yeah.
Losses.
Yeah, nobody wants that again, I guess. Iowa and USC ended up being an interesting game as well.
Mm-hmm.
Although I'll be in full disclosure, I did not stay up for that one. I was like, I can't do it.
No.
But USC got the win on that one, and then UCLA. I thought maybe talent-wise UCLA might show up and make it interesting, but no. Florida State. Ohio State.
None of these teams.
Yeah.
None of those teams. None of these Big Ten teams are going into Columbus and doing anything. Maybe Indiana if they had to. I mean, Indiana last year gave it. And Indiana did have a couple bad turnovers last year. They were right in that game last year.
Yeah. I'm very much looking forward to. I need Ohio State to go the distance and not stumble against Michigan again, which could happen. I mean, Michigan's playing very much better than they have been playing, but I'd love to see Indiana, Ohio State in the Big Ten championship and see really just how good Indiana really is.
Well, I think even if they lost, it would still be those two.
No, I think Indiana has solidified themselves into the playoffs. I think they're in, regardless of what happens.
They don't have any losses right now, do they?
No, I'm talking about in the Big Ten championship.
Yeah.
No.
So,
if Ohio State were to lose to Michigan, I think they still get into the Big Ten championship. Well,
100%.
It'd be a four-way tie between them, USC, or Michigan would get in. So yeah.
I think they get 3 teams in.
Michigan.
They'll probably get 3 teams in. I think they're getting 3 teams in regardless.
But that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody's gonna drop out here.
No, 100%. So record-wise, it was interesting, and so we're all right there, kind of together, just hovering together, just in, as we move on down to. How's what now? I'm sorry.
What's the record?
I mean, if you want to say I have a slight lead, then it's very slight. So there's nothing to talk about. It's like a 1-game lead. It's not a big deal.
58-59.
Yeah, it's not a big deal, Charlie. Don't worry about it. It's nothing to worry about. I'm not worried about it.
You got the button.
What? Is that a button-worthy statement? Is that a button?
And that was a humble flex.
You knew it was.
How is that a button-worthy statement?
You knew it was. You knew it was. I'm not worried.
I'm not.
I'm not worried.
That's I.
Well, who else would I say it about but myself?
Exactly.
He didn't ask what your record was. He just asked, all Charlie asked was, "What's the record?"
You know what? Next time I'll just say,
"I'm not."
Next time I'll just say, "You see it, Charlie. You see what's going on," and I'll leave it at that. Maybe I won't get humble flex by then.
I'm not worried.
I'm not worried. I'm good.
I'm not worried.
I'm good. We're fine.
Then
We're fine in the West. We're fine in the West.
Nigga, act surprised.
Week 13 games are coming up. Your Seminoles right out the gate on the road at NC State.
Hopefully we can win a road game. We've been coming up short here these last few weeks.
Okay.
And hopefully we can win a road game. for a
Okay.
change. I put it out there to the guys like, hey, let's break the cycle.
Let's
Do
break
something
the
different.
cycle. I have bet Florida State every week.
You said you was gonna learn your lesson last week, and then they won.
And then they won, which is why. uh,
I
Charlie,
know it
your
makes
team
it
is
hard. It makes it hard.
your team is
Makes it
your
hard.
team has been
But we're five.
your
But
team-
we're 5-5 and 2-5. We've lost
And
all of
NC
our.
State's the same way. That's the thing. Is both of y'all.
Your team has been brutal to me this year. They've been brutal. I don't
Well,
know.
we
Kid,
haven't lost very many home games. Well, yes, we have.
See, Pastor
I don't know
Core
what
was
to
on
do
to you too.
Pastor Core was on to me too, the official pastor of Noise Media.
Ow.
He was. What are you doing, Kendrick? What are you doing, Kendrick?
You are so perplexing.
They are. You know what the irony of this
I'm
is?
going with
Thomas Castellano left Boston College to have a better opportunity and went to Florida State and had the exact same opportunity. Like he did, he's done the exact same thing at Florida State that he did at Boston College. Nothing changed.
Well, we at least won 2 games in the conference. Or what are we? 3 games now?
Well, what I'm saying is, had Boston College kept Thomas Castellanos instead of the guy they have now, you guys would probably. I'm not saying they'd have a much better record. I think they'd probably have the record that you have. They'd probably be 5-5. But instead, they decided to move on.
I'm
you know.
just because Charlie was like, I hope we can win a road game, and like
That
he was
feel good,
kind of
doesn't
like pleading with Florida State.
Doesn't
Yeah, I'm
feel
going
good,
with
does
NC
it?
State.
Doesn't feel good, does it? Doesn't feel good, does it?
It doesn't give me much confidence.
Doesn't feel good,
Even though
Charlie.
after the way NC State got rolled last week, I don't know, but
I'm gonna let you stand on this.
because they're home.
I'm gonna let you stay on this hill by yourself this week, Charlie. I'm gonna be honest with you. Let you stand.
So you need to make up ground anyway.
Right. Either I'm gonna say
love it.
woo or you're welcome.
You know, I love it.
I know you do.
I'll make sure I send that to the guys. I'll send that to the guys.
Please, just clip this and send it over to them as motivation. There you go. Louisville opens up Saturday against SMU, and I need to take that ranking off because that's over with. But they play SMU. Your thoughts with Louisville on the road with nothing to play for but except the spoiler role, and maybe a little bit of revenge from last year.
And just self pride. I'm going SMU.
Yeah,
That's tough, but I'm going SMU. SMU has a quarterback that's going to give Louisville problems. And Louisville's got a quarterback that's been giving them problems. Yeah. So.
Oh my God, that's so true. That's so true.
You know what ironic is that they're playing in Texas, and that guy that made the threats on Jeff Brom and his family is based in Texas, in Corpus Christi. So
somebody put threats on somebody's family.
After they lost to California, this guy lost 80. He bet $80K on Louisville to beat California, and he threatened Jeff Brom and his family and everything.
That's his fault.
Right. I'm like, if you're stupid enough to bet $80K on college kids, that's on you. But yeah, he actually. I mean, the guy's dad is like a member of Congress in Texas, and the guy flew in to Louisville to be arraigned. And his dad paid his bail, and he's back in Texas. So yeah.
Oh Lord, what are we doing?
Stupid.
Creating a society full of holes. That's what we're doing right now. Full of holes. Full of holes.
Stupid.
I'll
We live in
join
a
the
very
SMU
stupid time in history.
bandwagon. Yeah, I'll join the SMU bandwagon, and maybe that'll be the motivation Louisville needs to go win the game. Miami and Virginia Tech with their brand new coach, Coach James Franklin. Although he won't be there
I say he's
I
not
don't think
coaching.
he'll be there. Well,
He
he'll
might
be there.
be there.
He'll be at the game, maybe making some suggestions. He might be there as a consultant. He was very grateful too, by the way. He's very grateful to get this job. Maybe Miami Virginia Tech will get back to being the rivalry that it used to be too, by the way, because that used to be a very solid rivalry back in the day.
What time is this game?
This game is at 12 o'clock. It's a noon game
Give me Miami.
in Blacksburg.
The only time I'm gonna pick Virginia Tech at home is if they're playing at night. It's a very niche way to pick games, but that's what I'm going with.
Yeah, I think Miami. Yeah,
Virginia Tech's defense, it played much better than I guess they were supposed to last week.
yeah.
Than they've played, I guess, all season. But Miami, hopefully, they've learned that they're close. They're the only team in ACC that's in the playoff picture right now.
Ranked 13th.
Right. That's close. So hopefully that's motivation enough for those guys to say, hey, we're close and we can't
I think
fall on this sword.
Yeah,
again.
I think Miami's gonna be fine and win out the rest of the season.
I agree. Okay.
And they avoid the ACC championship.
Yeah. I don't really know how to make this call on this game because it should be Wake Forest beating Delaware, who's 5-5, but also it's Wake Forest.
No,
You just was pointing out that they're 7-3, so I'm go with Wake Forest.
I mean, I'm gonna go with Wake Forest, but I'm not confident.
I'm confident.
They're a 17.5-point favorite. Are you willing to bet the 17.5?
We don't do the spread. We just doing
I'm
money
saying
line,
in your
baby.
personal. I'm saying in your personal life.
Just doing money line, baby.
I love it. Notre Dame continues to stack wins up against the ACC, but they don't want to join the ACC. Not in football. They will play. They're literally playing an ACC schedule right now and not participating. It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. But whatever.
Shout out to Hannah Hidalgo.
Oh, listen, she had a day, didn't she? Wow, she had a day. Notre Dame takes on Syracuse. I'm not sure we even need to have a lot of discussion on this one.
No, that's why I shouted out Hannah Hidalgo.
Yeah. Duke and North Carolina at North Carolina in football. One team is 5-5, the other is 4-6. One team has 4 ACC wins, the other has 2.
I think I went with Duke. Is that who I put down?
I think so, Mr. Ward, Coach Junior. I believe you went with the Dukies. Yes.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with Carolina, and this will be the game that turns it around for Belichick, and the student body storms the field.
I hear what you're saying.
Duke.
Give me Duke.
For beating Duke, you're gonna have to pay $50,000 for a win over Duke.
Out of his pocket. Well, just get him.
Crosstown
I'm 100%
rival.
sure. Yeah, I'm 100% sure his girlfriend's got it, so it's fine. She's got it in her purse right now.
She's got it in her co-ed dance troupe.
Yeah. Furman. How many times in the history of football have you ever been able to say that Furman comes in with a better record than Clemson? 6-5 Furman takes on 5-5 Clemson.
Well, Clemson's going to win. I mean, they've been playing much better lately.
They didn't play all that
what is-
well against Louisville, but they
Excuse me.
won.
Let me rephrase that. They have been winning. Now,
There you go. There you go. There you go.
whether they're playing better, that's a whole different story. But they have been winning, finding ways to win
have-
games. I'll say that.
They have survived and
You
advanced.
are correct. I'll go with Clips.
I also want to ask both of you, what is a paladin?
And they're like some from like Greek mythology.
It's like that.
Is that what it is? That's an
Yeah, it's
awful
that.
mascot name. I can't attend a school that has that as
It's
their
something
mascot.
soldier-esque.
The Paladins.
It's
Yeah.
something
Yeah, no, we're not doing
soldier-esque.
Yeah.
We're not doing that. California, Stanford. I think that was we're all going Clemson on that one, by the way. Although I could fully see the Paladins winning that game.
No, you
Why
can't.
not?
You cannot.
Yes, I can.
No, you cannot.
6-5 for a reason. They're 6-5 for a reason.
Yeah, let's go look through those 6 wins.
Yeah,
I
I'll tell you.
don't even want to do that to myself because I understand how it's going to be. California and Stanford is an interesting one.
That's a tough one.
That freshman is balling. I'm taking
I'm
Cal.
going with
Cal.
Cal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He won't be at Cal next year.
Nope.
he will not.
He might be here.
I was gonna say there's a stronger than not chance that he'll be a member of either Virginia Tech or Louisville. So keep your eyes on that kid because he's gonna have some options. Definitely gonna have some options. Matter of fact, I saw after the end.
He might be in Tallahassee.
Hey, I saw after the end of the Louisville, California game, Jeff
Yeah, I'm a
leaned in and gave him a
quarterback,
big hug. Jeff was like, "Come here, young man. You're a great player. I'll see you next fall."
Have you heard of Indies?
We've got wonderful chicken wraps. We all going Cal on that one or no? I just assumed.
I'm going Cal.
I'm going Cal.
Okay. Then the game of the weekend, guys. Pitt and Georgia Tech.
I'm going Georgia Tech because they're playing at home. And I'm not sure how much the freshman quarterback is starting to be freshman quarterback. He got baptized last week by Notre Dame. Their defense was showing one thing, and then the ball was thrown and something else happened. So,
Yeah.
It
He-
tends to
he
happen
was-
to freshmen.
He was not in
Yeah.
the waters of Lake Minnetonka last weekend. It got ugly real fast. I see no reason why Georgia Tech shouldn't win this game except that they're Georgia Tech, and this is the time of season where they start to Georgia Tech it. And
They've
there you
been
go.
Georgia Tech in the last couple weeks.
They've been listen. By the grace of God, have they been winning? Pastor Cord is all in, by the way, on his. Yeah.
they've been flirting.
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to pick the upset.
You picking the upset?
Okay.
I'm going to pick the upset. Why not?
All right.
So who do you want to play in the ACC tournament? I mean, ACC championship.
Because one of these two is going to play, probably.
If you're picking the upset,
I mean, I guess it would be what Pitt and Virginia?
It'd be Pitt and Virginia if Pitt wins this game.
Yeah, I probably
How's
won't
that?
watch it either.
Because I think they have the tiebreakers. They've only got one loss.
who? Pitt?
No, I'm sorry. Yes, they got one loss in the ACC. Yeah.
Pitt only has one ACC loss.
Yeah.
Oh, they
So
do?
if they beat Georgia Tech, it'll be Virginia.
They're in.
Virginia wins out. Yeah, it'll be Virginia and Pitt.
Yeah, they're in.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying.
That's good though.
It's
I mean,
it's fantastic.
it's
I mean,
good
it's a huge
for
game.
it's good for like the ACC because it's two different teams. Like we're so accustomed to certain teams, at least one team
Well, it's going
being
to be
there.
two different teams, regardless. Either going to be
Yeah.
Georgia Tech, Virginia, Pitt, or SMU.
I think parity's great. I'm here for it, mixing it up a little bit. A much more competitive conference, top to bottom.
For the ACC, I think you want Georgia Tech to win this game.
They need Georgia Tech to win.
Yeah,
Right.
But
I just think that the freshman is starting to come around. I think he was playing a little bit differently, especially when we played him.
yeah,
But last week, like I said, I think Notre Dame had veteran guys on the defensive side of the ball. I'm not 100% sure what Georgia Tech is doing defensively because they weren't very
all.
good last week. So that kind of scares me when it comes to that deal. But they're playing at home, so they have to win.
I'm going to
And
go
I think-
Georgia Tech.
and real quick about Pitt, I do think. I mean, also you got to think you got a freshman quarterback. They're playing Notre Dame. All of a sudden, this game day's there. All eyes are on you. And I think the freshman kind of freshmaned a little bit, and so now he's got
a
that.
little overwhelming.
Yeah, it's a little overwhelming for him, and it's understandable. I don't hold that against him, and it's not normal. And so I think he got overwhelmed a little bit, and I think he's learned from that. And I think he bounces back.
Not any less hype this week than it was last week. I'm with you on that, Charlie. I think maybe the reality of where they are now is starting to set in, and Georgia Tech will do just enough. But let me say this also: it's just Haynes King. It's no different from this game than it was the very first game of the season. It's Haynes King. It's what are we talking about now? So I don't know. I can see the upset as easily as I can see Georgia Tech blowing them out by 30. So I don't know. I'm going to say Georgia Tech, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So we'll see about that game. I believe in the ACC games this week. Arkansas and Texas. Missouri and Oklahoma.
That's the layup. Arkansas, Texas is a layup.
Yeah, USC, Oregon. USC, Oregon in a huge must-win. And then BY and you and Cincinnati in a must-win. I guess everybody's getting a must-win right now at this point. And then Arizona
Cincinnati
State.
has been confusing. That's another layup.
Well, you know what's interesting about this one to me? Is that the new young freshman quarterback is good.
We knew that coming in.
But what's interesting is why I guess if Dion had been there the whole time and spent more time with him, maybe he would have already started. But now they got him in there and they played better. And so is this the game where he has his coming out party? Because there's been a lot of questions about Dion. And so I was
possibly, and it's a lot of
Who's that, Juju?
Yes.
And it's a lot of questions surrounding Arizona State's quarterback. All of a sudden, he's all of a sudden in the news.
Hold on.
Who, Levitt?
Yeah.
Yeah, but hold on for just a second. You said Juju as if you knew him, like you were familiar.
No, I don't. I don't know him.
Oh,
I just
okay.
remember watching him. He's from Georgia, so I just remember watching him on one of these Friday night lights games.
Okay. Wow. Listen, Pastor Corey going all in on Georgia Tech. Putting 10 White Castles up for the win. Okay.
Ooh,
all right.
Ooh-wee.
I
I love me some
take
White
that-
Castles. I just want
I low key want to take that bet, if I'm being honest with you. That's
Right.
kind of tempted now. Take that bet. I don't know. Just on the strength of the White Castles right there.
Yeah, man. It's a White Castle right up the
Yo.
street from the station too.
Let me say this
Two up.
also, Charlie. That hat is an humble flex. Jesus, that is
Yeah,
rather.
let me see that thing again. That was
That
nice.
hat is pretty fly, brother.
There's no flexing for it. Let me see it.
No flexing, no flexing, no flexing. Just lean over and let us. Yeah. That's nice, man. That's nice. That is
Oh
nice.
yeah, that's fine. I like that. I like it.
You make me want to go get my other hat right now.
Charlie Lloyd was
Mitchell
trying to get you on a humble flex a minute ago.
I wasn't.
It's
Although
made by
they,
Mitchell and Ness.
no, the
You
Juju
was
thing,
trying to get him on the
absolutely.
humble flex with Juju.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
because he
he
said
was.
Juju.
He was. He was.
Would you be the?
He was
was.
trying.
No, hold on, Charlie. We're not gonna act like Kendrick wasn't gonna join me on that humble flex if I'd have done it. You'd have put them arms
wasn't.
right up. Don't man go, man.
Nope. Because you humble flexed me last week for no reason. So nope.
That's not true. There was a reason. There
No, it
was a
wasn't.
reason.
No reason.
There was a reason.
You
Charlie,
asked
you
me
know
who
that.
was at the game, and I said who was at the game.
What did you say? What did you say? No. What did you say?
Charlie?
No.
I said that former assistant coach at U of L, Joaquin Jones, who was on the coaching staff of the 2013 championship team, was sitting behind me at the UK U of L game. That's all I
Is
said.
that what you said? Is that what you said? Former?
I said I was talking to him.
Or did you say Joaquin?
I said Joaquin because I
Right,
couldn't
you didn't
think
say
of his
former
last
nothing.
name. I did
Right.
say this. Why would
You
I
didn't
just say
say-
Joaquin
you
like
said-
anybody knows
Because
who
that's
Joaquin
the
is?
homie. That's the homie. It's my homie Joaquin. Much like Juju
I didn't say
here.
it like that because I couldn't think of Joaquin's last name at the time. And remember, I had to go look up his last name.
Well, listen, knowing you, Kendrick, that was that.
so
humble
apparently,
flex was
Charlie.
preemptive.
So Charlie, we can't say people's names anymore.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Or just one name like Juju or Joaquin.
Or Allen.
Well, he says Al. If he said
Al,
Al,
right.
it'd been fine.
Or
He just
Al,
said
my
Al.
good friend Al. I think, gentlemen, you've been on this show long enough to know what the consequences are to those type of actions. Okay.
We get flexed for going outside, Charlie.
That's right. That's right. That is
And
completely
saying
correct.
there's fresh air out here.
That's right. Are you under the impression that we're gonna make apologies for that on this show? We will not, sir. That is just reality, and just take it for what it is. Okay.
That's why I'm glad
Anything
you're the
else
only
that
one
we
who
need
got a
to-
humble flex today.
I know it's crazy. It's crazy that I got that. Is there anything we're leaving out? Charlie, you got anything on your mind? I'm really excited about your Rattlers, man. I can see it coming together.
Yeah, we working just like everybody else.
Yeah.
You know that's how you're gonna get out of trouble.
I know it. I'm trying. It's like pulling teeth, bro. It's like
But
They could have won. They could have won by 20.
But this weekend we're going to the Florida Classic. We're taking the guys down to have their first experience. It'll be mine as well, but a lot of ours, I should say. First experience at the Florida Classic, which is our Bethune-Cookman versus Florida A&M. It's like the rivalry
That's-
game.
yeah.
Football.
First takes at Bethune
Yeah.
Cookman right now as we speak.
Who's that?
First take. They're at Bethune Cookman.
Stephen A. Smith.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because they're at the game.
Mhm.
No, they're promoting the game this weekend. But so we're taking the guys down. We're supporting our ladies. Our ladies play UCF on Friday night, so we're going and watching them play.
Mhm.
Then we'll head over to the FAMU Law. They have a big tailgate party. So we'll get our guys in front of some of the alums, trying to help them, after life. Make some connections. Then we'll head over to the game and watch the game. And so this is kind of a good bonding trip for us because we don't play and we don't have a game till December 2nd. But it's good for us to be able to go and bond and continue to bond and do those things that would be beneficial to us long term. So, but
Sweet.
we're good. We're grateful for this experience for sure.
Do you like having this long of a stretch between games? Would you rather be playing, or do you enjoy being able to have like moments like this where you can take them down there and have a little bonding time?
Well, I mean, this is not ideal in a sense, but it's the way our schedule lines up. But we made the most of it. We were trying to get a game around this weekend. We weren't able to do it. But, with Thanksgiving coming up and we're not in the tournament or anything, so the next game is the following week. So there's a couple ways you look at it. We got some guys that's banged up. So it's good for us to have these couple weeks or however long off to get them back healed up, and for us to work out some of the kinks that we've created and we've seen throughout our first 4 games, so that we can be better moving forward. So, there's different ways you would like to play, but if you don't have it on the schedule, then you have to make the most of where you are. So that's what we're doing.
Well, listen, it's all work in progress, but it seems like the progress is working. So you're doing good, man. You're doing good.
Look at you
Good.
trying to throw out a bar there.
I know. Listen. It's not my first time.
Trying to be a poet laureate.
And you know it. And you know it. Anybody got any shout outs they want to give? Pastor Cord. Now this is personal. Because he and my wife have a thing. And she was big manual a couple of weeks ago.
Charlie, if you know it, Charlie, but just so you have context, male manual is a huge rivalry here. It's the oldest rivalry in the state. And they get very into it.
Yes.
So they get ready to play?
Well, they just played.
3 weeks, so
3 weeks in a row, they've kind of played each other.
They played, well, it was 2 weeks ago. They played their annual rivalry game, and Manuel blew Mel out. Well, they met in the playoffs last week, and Mel beat them on a 2-point conversion at the end of the game.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. and my wife was reminding when they beat Mel, she was reminding Pastor Core, who is a friend of ours, how her Crimson were just so dominant against those Bulldogs, only to come up short. But in my back of my mind, I was thinking you might want to hold off on this because the man said we ain't been past the second round in 17 years. So, and as soon as I saw Mel as the team they were going to play, I said, I didn't tell her this, but I was thinking, this is not going to end well. This is not going to end well. Because men have pride, and those young men are not going to get beat by 40 again. I can promise you that.
Mel did have some players out the first game that were back for the playoff game. So,
they were back and ready to go.
Including the quarterback.
Yeah, so it did not end up well. Oh, and then look at this. Look at him flexing. See, I think I got to flex past the cord. Because he said he threw out my nephew is the quarterback of Mel. That feels like a flex, doesn't it?
And that was a humble flex.
I'm not even sure it's humble.
How you gonna flex? How you gonna flex guess?
Anybody can get it, Charlie. Anybody can get it. It does not matter.
What are we doing?
Anybody can get it. He even admitted. Look, he's admitting it. He knows.
He get a double. He get a double.
Court, is that your brother?
Right. That's his brother's son.
Court, is that your brother taking pictures? Because that quarterback, his dad takes pictures for Mel on the sideline. So I talk to him all the time. So Pastor Corey, is that your brother? Because now that I look at y'all's faces, I can kind of see it.
Could be. You see the resemblance there. There you go. So, but yeah, it's most definitely a humble flex. Anybody can get it.
I talk to him all the time.
I want to be very clear about the humble flex. Anybody can get it. I don't care who you are.
You flex who I
you
want
can be,
flex.
You can be walking in right now, Charlie.
Anybody can
get it. You can walk in right now, and your secretary can say something the wrong way, and she can get this humble flex work right now. She better watch how she treats you this morning.
Be careful, Charlie. This fool might humble flex you just for having a secretary.
I'm considering it.
Well,
I'm not gonna lie to you.
I
I'm
don't have
considering it
that,
as we
so
speak. I'm considering.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm considering it right now. I'm not gonna hold you. So you'll see him this weekend, I guess. At Male plays who?
They play Saint X. I've gotten lucky to. I'm not gonna say.
Oh, you don't have
because
to
you're
go to
gonna
that
flex
game.
me. You're
No,
gonna
I'm
flex me.
not.
ain't gonna
I
say
won't flex you. I
Jesus.
won't flex you. I won't.
I don't.
I'm telling you
I've
now,
got
I won't.
enough. I've got enough help this Friday to where I don't have to shoot any games.
See, now I feel like I should. I feel like I should.
You can't go back. You
On
can't.
some
You be a
ball
liar.
stuff. On some ball stuff. I'll save it. I'll just save
You
it.
be a lie. You be a liar.
Right. That's
In
why I
the
won't
house,
do it.
you be a liar in the house of the Lord.
I can't do that in front of the pastor. I can't do that in front of the pastor. You're correct. That's not right. You can't be lying in front of the pastor. That ain't, you know. Surely that's going to mess up your heaven card, punch card. So you can't do that. You can't do that. I don't have anything else as far as shout-outs. Y'all got any other shout-outs?
I got a shout out. Shout
Good.
out to Bev Yanez. She is the coach of the NWSL Racing Louisville's soccer team, women's professional soccer team. She was voted Coach of the Year in the NWSL. They made the playoffs for the first time in franchise history. So shout out to her. And shout out to Danny Cruz, the coach of Lou City FC, the men's USL soccer team. He was also named Coach of the Year. So shout out to the two coaches of the year in soccer here in the city of Louisville.
Very nice. Very nice. Very nice.
Unfortunately, both of them went out in the first round of the playoffs, but it's a regular season award.
Did not last long at all.
Roll Racing, I mean, it's their first time ever making it, so it wasn't a surprise. They had to go
But
at
baby
Washington.
steps.
They lost
steps.
at Washington. Losing at Washington is not any kind of slight. But Lou City lost one regular season game all year and then lost in the first round of the playoffs. Which is
Baby
very
steps.
odd.
You got to start somewhere. Charlie, you want to shout out anybody? You want to shout out your team or staff or anybody?
I want to shout
Don't
out.
shout out a secretary because Lloyd will humble flex you.
Well, I don't have one of those.
Oh, okay.
I got to shout out to my New York Knicks.
That's a big win.
They finally won a road game.
Yeah, they did. At Dallas.
So I was happy to see that last night,
Yeah,
even though it was 12:30 when it went off.
that's crazy. That's crazy.
But I was happy for them.
Yeah, that was a big win. That was a big win. Give a shout out to my Morehead State Eagles who tried to represent last night against the Louisville women. You know, they came and
Hey, shout out to them though, because they have the youngest coaching staff in the country. I think they're all like in their 20s.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. But listen, it's Morehead, and if you've ever been down there, you take what you can get at this point.
Hey, they played. I mean, I was there for the first quarter and about half of the second quarter. They played hard. I mean, they did. I mean, yes, and you know, when you're over a match like that, that's what you're looking for to see how hard they played. Do they just give up? And no, they competed the whole game, even though the score was lopsided. They did compete.
Yeah, the young coaches are bringing a little energy, especially on the men's side. They're really actually trying. Like, they're really trying hard. So you can't be mad at anything they got going right now. So I'm actually pretty impressed with what they're doing. So I guess I'll give them a shout out.
Of course, we got the Louisville versus Kentucky, the Kentucky Louisville UK women's basketball game is Saturday at 2:00.
Saturday, okay. So they're gonna try to.
So we've got both basketball games before the football game this year.
That's so crazy. That's so crazy
so
to me.
Wow. It's so
that
wild.
we're doing it so early. It's never this early normally, but we're close to volleyball time now, right? Like the playoffs should be starting relatively soon, right?
They're still in the regular season. Volleyball's regular season is very long because a lot of teams
It's
don't have.
long.
Because the ACC doesn't have a conference tournament.
Our ladies here at FAMU are getting ready for the SWAC tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And so they have a team here preparing for the game. So this is their practice.
That's
Yeah,
outside
Louisville's
your
still.
office window.
Say again.
That's outside your office window. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes. So
So
they were
Louisville
out there.
has Louisville has 4 regular season games left.
Kendrick, you missed that the court was right outside of his office window.
We're the SWAC. We got the SWAC
It's not a flex,
championship.
Lloyd.
I'm leaving alone.
Yes.
I'm not even.
Architecture is not a flex. The man can't
I'm
control
not
where
saying
his office-
anything.
I'm
I'm
at
not saying
HBCU, so we're grateful to have an office with our court.
That's called space saving. Is what that is. It's like we're just trying to maximize the space that we have. So there you go.
Yeah.
I got it. Well, that's really awesome, man. That's really
Well,
awesome.
the Beijing on Ice-T in this car shield commercial was amazing.
What just happened?
I just looked over and saw this car shield. I looked over and saw one of those car shield commercials with Ice-T on it, and the Beijing he got going on in this commercial. Woof.
Oh yeah, because he's great. Let's be clear, he is full gray. He is not.
Not in this commercial.
Yeah. So if he's black in the commercial, it's because it's Beijing for sure. Has Jalen Brown
How
taught
about
us nothing?
Louisville? I think this commercial is older than his Beijing. But real quick, U of L's volleyball schedule. Shout out to the ACC because they don't have a tournament, but the way they make the schedules, all the top teams do play each other at the end of the season. So Louisville ends the season. First off, they play Georgia Tech and at Clemson this week. And then next Wednesday, they're at Pitt. And then on the 29th, on Saturday, they're home against Stanford.
Ooh, those are two brutal games.
Brutal games.
Yeah, that's a brutal end of the year.
But that's the way the ACC does because they don't have a tournament, so all the top teams do play each other at the end of the season.
So if they can survive that, they'll get a 1 seed probably. Yeah.
They might. It's going to be tough because they do have a few losses in there.
They have a couple of not so great losses. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, listen, we're here at that time of year where it gets real fun on the women's side for sure. So should be
22-4 overall.
That's you know what, to lose a coach like Danny and still be 22-4. That's good. That's really good.
They did a very smart job keeping her assistant.
Yes.
Where did they coach go?
Nebraska.
She went
home to
Nebraska.
Nebraska.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Mater. Yeah.
Her alma mater.
Yeah. So, and they're very good too.
Shout out to her because she was always great to the media when she was
friend of the pod.
Yeah,
too.
she came on here. Yeah,
friend of the pod.
I'll get Mesky on here. Mesky will come on here.
Let's get him on. We love to celebrate him. Here. So, well, listen, that's all we got. Enjoy your weekend. It should be interesting. We will have an ACC championship game after this weekend. We'll know officially who is in. We'll start gearing up for more ACC basketball conversation after this weekend. No, I'm sorry. We won't. We won't be on next weekend. You know why? Because it's Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving to each and every one of you. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. We won't be here. We're going to enjoy our Thanksgiving. So there you go. Charlie, what are your Thanksgiving plans? Are you coaching through Thanksgiving, or you guys are off on? You said you're off the whole until December 8th, right?
December 2nd, but
2nd, okay.
Yeah, we have Thanksgiving off. We're not
okay. Well, there you go. Well, then we're all going to be off. Let's just enjoy Thanksgiving. Have so much to be thankful for. And
Lloyd, to answer your previous question, if Louisville does sweep those last 2 games, most likely they could get a number 1 seed because Pittsburgh's number 4, Stanford's number 5, Louisville's number 7, and Kentucky's number 2. And shout out to Danny Busboom Kelly going from Louisville back home to Nebraska. They are 26-0.
A lot of pressure in that job. A lot of pressure in that job. But they may have got their person. Yeah.
They made a good hire. I think they made a good hire.
Can't argue with success. Can't argue with success.
Can't argue with 26-0.
26-0 is pretty good. In your first year, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So, all right. Well, do you have any strong Thanksgiving plans, Kendrick, before we get out of here?
We're gonna be low key this year. It's gonna have the folks over, and I'll make a brisket. I make a brisket every year. So,
who are the folks? Who are the folks?
huh?
Who are the folks?
Who? Parents?
Your parents?
Mom and dad? Yeah. Yeah, we're having the folks over.
What
so
about
There
Kristen?
you go.
I'll make a brisket. It's supposed to, her folks come over too. And it's
Okay.
gonna snow here.
It was a family affair.
It's gonna, yeah.
Okay.
It's
All
It's
right.
gonna snow here. It's gonna snow here for Thanksgiving. It's gonna snow on Black Friday, the last high school football
Is it? Is it
weekend of the
supposed to snow?
season. Yes, it's not supposed to. I don't think it's supposed to be any big snow, but enough to get on your nerves.
Okay.
Charlie wouldn't know nothing about that.
No clue what we're talking about right now.
Actually,
No.
yeah, he do. He lived in
Yeah, I
New
do.
York. He lived in New York.
Oh, that's right. You know what? I stand corrected. You went through several years of snow, sir.
Yes, I
And
did.
traveling through it. Yes, you did. That is
He
correct.
forgot though. It's been a while. He forgot.
Right. Nothing recently. Nothing recently. But yeah, there was a season in his life where snow was a thing. And you know what? Let's give a shout out to the Toronto Raptors just because. Just because. I know.
What? Want to give a shout out to the Vancouver Canucks too while we're at it?
No, they haven't earned it yet. They haven't earned it yet. The Raptors have earned
Edmonton
it.
Oilers.
Oh man, the Raptors. Just the Raptors. Just Canada. You know why? Because Canada's had a rough 2 years.
That's just been one guy.
What I'm saying, when your champion has been taken down, it's bad for everybody. So there you go. I don't know how I got into a Drake shade just now, but it worked out, and I'm happy for it. So there you
Why
go.
are you shouting out the Raptors?
I don't know. It's just because
They're
it popped up
playing
on my
well.
screen. Because it popped up on my screen, they just beat the 76ers, and I was
I was
like,
going
there
to
you
say
go.
they've had a good start to the season,
Shout
but that
out.
was still rather random.
Shout out to the Raptors. I just want to shout out the Raptors. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show. So that's what we're doing.
Hey, they 10-5 and second in the Eastern Conference.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's worthy. And also Raptors,
Lloyd, get off my computer
Rattlers.
screen.
You know
Get off
what?
my computer screen.
That's fine. That's fine. Cue the whistle. Cue the whistle. It's fine.
My dreams